I'm Brandon Roper.
I'm Otis Roper.
And together we are still
the Super Roper Brothers. Wait.
Good to be back, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about the movie, it's come out, recently. Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Are those dogs fresh?
Put them in yesterday.
Give me one, put some relish on that mug.
Open the register.
Stay right there.
Is that Skittles on the counter, Marcus?
This ain't mine, Mike.
Yes, it is.
Go.
Marcus, get in the car.
He has a gun to my head.
Want to deal with him? You want to deal with me?
Sorry, sir, but I gotta go. Call 911.
Aren't you the police?
Bad Boys franchise, for those of you too young to remember, started in 1995.
Wait, what'd you say?
Yes, 1995.
What'd you say?
That's almost 30 years ago.
Wait, hold on.
If you're trying to feel old,
Hit it.
if you remember going to see Batman Forever,
Yeah.
that's how old this movie franchise
Let me check my pager. Let me check my...
That was the last time that McDonald's had a film franchise. Oh, remember those glasses?
Deep beneath the Gotham City McDonald's, the time has come for the Gotham Glassware Collection. Get all your favorite characters from the movie Batman Forever, including Batman himself and the Riddler, chiseled in high-quality glass. Take a break at McDonald's and collect all four.
No? Yes, you do. Remember the Batman Forever glasses?
Bad Boys Ride or Die starring one Will Smith, one Martin Lawrence,
Jacob Scipio, Paula Nunez, Vanessa Hudgens, Eric Dane, Tasha Smith, Rhea Seehorn, who I really like as an actress in Better Call Saul, Alexander Ludwig, and John Sally Fletcher, E.J. Khaled. General plot is the boys are back.
Yeah.
Somebody has pinned some drugs and some dirty dealing on their late captain, played by Joe Pantoliano.
We now have evidence that the late Captain Conrad Howard of Miami PD was working directly with drug cartels for years.
They're gonna right the wrong when it comes to this. Oh, we don't believe the captain was dirty. This is something wrong.
Captain's been framed.
Yes. Now you've got to
we've got to go back.
Why?
And we've got to uncover.
Yeah.
Exactly what it is.
Yeah, and that's kind of the whole plot of the movie.
Captain Howard's being framed.
Let's go.
What the hell?
He's texting us from the other side.
No, he's not, Marcus.
If you're seeing this, I'm probably dead.
What are some things that you liked about the movie?
I will say that the camera work for some of the gunfights in there was very innovative. I love cinematography. I love the way that the film looked. I even got to see a very, very up-close look at somebody's anatomy of their face that I really wish I didn't, but you did a great job CGI-wise.
Yeah. There's some stuff in there that's I think they do a great job at showing the characters. One of the things that drives me crazy when I watch movies with black folk in them is when they don't light us properly and we look like a set of teeth with a set of eyes. Drives me crazy.
I know what y'all doing.
Turn the lights on.
You're wrong
okay?
for that.
We dark skinned. I get it, but you can show us on film, okay?
Yeah, yes, you can.
You can show us on film. If we could have 9 Batman movies of people being in rubber suits and you could show that dude's face,
can't even turn his head.
You can show us, okay? So I thought that they did a good job with that. I thought that was all well done. I don't have any major problems with the directing or any of the stuff. The pacing of the movie was fine. It doesn't do anything wrong with the
entertaining action sequences, some good laughable moments. Not all of the jokes land like I want them to, but hey, some of the stuff is just funny. I mean,
yeah.
it is what it is, and so good entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, let's be real. What the most interesting thing about these films is the charisma of the 2 main stars.
That's it.
The charisma of the 2 main stars is what's carrying this franchise, okay? That's what's making it work. Without that, you don't have much left. It's just a kind of a bare bones cop movie. They make the characters pop. They make everything else in the plot bearable.
I don't know how high up this goes, but don't trust anybody. You're my bad boys. Now clear my name.
You should be careful. You're being set up, detective.
All right. Now, said nerdy connections, I would like to go ahead and point out that this is a buddy cop movie.
Yes.
All right. What is the first buddy cop movies? I want you guys to put it down in the comments. The first buddy cop movie and the series it belongs to.
In 5, 4, 3.
No! Windshield wiper!
It's flammable!
I ain't no damn scientist.
Just in general, I think that the movie, like I said, there's nothing majorly like an infraction that I'm like, oh, this is irredeemable. Like, there's nothing there I would say it's incompetent or it's broken.
Let me just be honest with you. We are flooded and inundated with so many movies that have a series now. Like, what is the Fast and Furious up to?
10.
10?
X.
I stopped watching at 2.
Too fast. Too furious. I'm too fast for y'all, man. Too fast. Too furious.
I don't know what's going on in that entire universe. I have no idea.
It doesn't matter. Just know that they're not street racers anymore. They're apparently just super spies and heroes.
Okay, all right. What I noticed in the second was when y'all went to warp.
There. Heat shields at maximum.
What time? 9.2. 9.3.
We need breakaway speed.
9.5. 9.6. 9.7. 9.8.
When y'all went to warp. In the second movie, I was like, this is not gonna stop. You've gone too far. Well, let's go ahead and get to Bad Boys, Ride or Die.
So let's talk about the general idea of the characters in the film.
Okay, which character do you want? What do you want? Which one?
I'll do Mike Lowry, Will Smith.
You're gonna take. Okay, so what's his character working through in this one?
Well, Mike Lowry's gotten married. He's decided to, go ahead and bite that bullet.
He was a bad boy for life.
Yeah, but he is a bad boy for life in holy matrimony. So now he is going to be married. At the beginning of the film, we're actually going to his wedding at the very beginning.
So you be the player for life, the Porsche driving, don't eat in my car, slick, is settling down.
Yeah,
All right.
he's giving up his Chictionary.
I give you my Chictionary. May it be as good to you as it has been to me. You can feel it. I can feel the power.
He is now going to be able to what? Oh, we ain't talking about Will Smith? We ain't talking about Will Smith now. I thought this was America. So anyway, Will Smith is officially done being the player and all that stuff, and we get that. He's settling down. He's getting married. His best man is obviously Marcus Burnett. They've even got the family of the captain there, celebrate with him. But he's working through, during the movie, we come to see that he's had, these panic attacks. He's having them during gunfights and stuff like that. So that's kind of the obstacle for his character to actually go through during this film.
Having been the tough guy, it's kind of been the slick, the bad boy.
Yeah.
For life.
Yeah, because Martin Lawrence was the one having trouble doing this stuff in the second film.
Yeah.
He was having trouble going out and putting himself on the line because he's got his whole family and all that stuff.
So you got the bad boy character is having some, internal problems. We've seen this before, and this can be a very real thing that happens to servicemen and stuff like that. So
the way they handle it in this film is a little weak. And I don't mean it's weak like anything to do with Will Smith's performance. That's not the thing. It's just that this PTSD is missing a scene to make it make sense.
We had a discussion about this, and what I said is I'm noticing a trend where you got the bad boy character, the strong character who maybe does have panic attacks. It happened to Thor, it happened to Hulk. You have these people that used to be strong and they have these things, but what we don't see is we don't see them have the overturning conversation with their friend or their buddy behind closed doors that helps them to overcome this. And that's what I was wanting to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Like even in movies that, like if you watch Die Hard, John McClane, when he's bleeding from his feet and all that stuff, he turns to Al Powell.
Tell her that she's the best thing that ever happened to a bum like me. She's heard me say I love you 1,000 times. She never heard me say I'm sorry.
And it's literally reevaluating everything he's ever done, everything he said to his wife, all those things. And that's what we needed this character to do, and he doesn't really have a moment for that in this one.
John McClane is literally caught up in this whirlwind of I've got to do all this, and never has a moment to think about it until he gets wounded. When he gets wounded, and it becomes real, and then we see that humanity leak out of him, and for a moment he has a buddy cop.
Yeah.
that he talks to, they overcome it, and the rest of the film plays out. I could have used a scene where Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, where they both come together and just kind of sit down and talk about, you know, real life maturity, buddy cop thing, but that would be a different tone than this film franchise needs.
And I'm okay, but like they still needed it. This was necessary. If you're gonna put the character, make him vulnerable in it, then you need to make there be a way out for him to, like, when he deals with that vulnerability, or at least like have him have to like fight through it in some kind of way. I mean, they kind of do it at the end, but it's like it's too late.
It's the reason why those of us who actually cared about the Marvel Cinematic Universe before it all wrapped up, Hulk never got his redemption.
True.
He got beat out of the series by Thanos and never came back.
I need Nasty Mike. Bad boy.
He's more vulnerable, but they don't really deal with it on screen, so it might not make sense to you if you're watching it. What about Martin Lawrence?
I will say that his character, unfortunately, is that family member that we all have. He's the person who, hey man, you shouldn't be eating that. Oh, I'll be okay. Hey, you shouldn't. Like, hey, did you go to your appointment? No, I'll be all right. Hey, did you do that? No, I'll be okay. He's that character on screen. It's supposed to be funny, but if you had that person in your life, like, that's not funny.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they portrayed that on screen as such. I just wish that was a little bit more a serious tone. It's like, hey, you got to stop doing this. That was the confrontation moment that needed to happen for him and his character that nobody ever quite gives him.
No.
And so he dies.
Well, he literally dies in the movie. Spoiler alert. He dies in like the first, 12 minutes of the movie. He literally dies of, I guess, diabetes or something. He has a heart attack.
He has a heart attack and dies.
And dies. And then, like, he comes back and he has all these profound visions, but he never really deals with them in any meaningful sort of way.
Well, he eats better. He
does he? Under duress?
He exercises.
No.
He changes his lifestyle.
None of that happens.
He goes to bed.
None of that happens.
He takes more water.
No.
Vitamins.
No.
Crap.
You know, and I'm gonna be just honest. Like, as a person who's had to deal with his own recent, like, health issues, mine wasn't even related to me being as big a guy as I am. But let me tell you, it's put me on the path. Like, you know, you got to start, like, it's something. Something has to change if you, like, go through any sort of experience. Like, I've been blessed to be as, you know, as okay as I am for now, but, like, I'm about to hit 40, bro. Some spoilers here if you haven't seen it and you want to go see it.
Will Smith's son.
Yeah.
That was convicted of
yes, played by Handsome McHandsome, or
Jacob Scipio.
This guy is basically, he's a bad guy at first. He's the guy who killed the captain, but Will Smith is trying to, you know, he believes in his son, so he's trying to help him, you know, become a better person.
So your son killed your mentor, and he's in prison for it, and that's what's her name's father.
Yeah.
And she hates him for it.
Rita Seahorn plays another DEA.
But we're going to bust him out because we need the information that he has.
Well, they didn't technically bust him out. It was the bad guys who tried to kill them all on that plane. The son has information regarding the captain.
Dun, 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 dun.
And so because he has information involved with the captain, they need him to basically give him this information. Why they have to have him in person, I don't know. You could just easily take a recorded statement from the jail instead of moving the whole human.
No, recorded statements are way too hard to get these days.
What does that mean? It's recorded statements. If only there were a way to record a human and then play it back later.
Video and audio together? Combined?
Nobody has any means to do that. Definitely not every person with a cell phone and a video camera on the planet Earth, but whatever. So
that would make the plot fall apart if you...
Well, we're not going to think hard about it in the movie to create it. So anyway, the son gets busted out, and then they're just on the run because they're all considered to be fugitives. Obviously, his son couldn't have just gotten broken out of prison without him being in on it, right? So everybody's on the run.
We got 2 suspects, Lowry and Burnett. They're armed and dangerous.
From the law in the movie, until we can get this all cleared up.
His son's character is portrayed as being evil.
Yes.
But I don't get any of that from him.
No. And that most of that must be in or is in the third Bad Boys movie.
When we progress and finally do get him out of the the jeopardy of the plane crash.
Yeah, we find out who the dirty cops are. And the dirty cops are, it's the most obvious reveal in the history of cinema. Like, we called it...
Give me your phone!
We called it, what, 10 minutes into the movie? 15 minutes in the movie, we said, that's the bad guy. We literally looked at each other and said, that's the bad guy.
That was right there.
I wish we were wrong.
Listen, if you're a villain and your whole plan comes down to somebody snatching your phone, you're trash.
Yeah. I mean, it's so dumb. It's such a dumb thing, and whatever, it's fine. So they find out where everybody is. There's an exchange set up. We're gonna exchange the Bane bad guy for the kids, for the kids of the grandkids of the late the grandkid of the late captain. They're going to do it at this old gator park that's abandoned somehow in the middle of the Florida Everglades. It has, gators in it because...
You mean not an abandoned airfield where we can see everything from...
No, because it's got to be a set piece.
Okay.
So there's going to be a big fight at the end. A lot of the cool shots with the point of POV and stuff. That was kind of I liked it. I know that some people don't like that stuff, but I thought it was kind of cool. It was fun. It was...
Here comes a new challenger!
The dude, Marine. Yeah, his character has a few moments. We're going to get to that in a bit. But
I don't remember his character's name.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It does not matter.
The young guy that got punked in the first Bad Boys movie. Second Bad Boys movie that came over for the date. Who I know has been a subject of controversy and ridicule since that meme because I don't know if y'all know this, but a lot of people don't know that actors are not the characters they portray. And the public will treat you like a certain way. And I guarantee you, this guy's been getting roasted for being that character in that movie from that time as a young man. And they gave him redemption in this movie with a vengeance. Because your boy is Jerome Wick. Your boy goes on a straight up just a kill streak.
He gets his chance, he gets to shine, and he does it well. And it's one of the best moments in the movie is when he goes off on the bad guys. He basically, like I said, becomes Jim all the week.
The closing arc for the Son is...
Spoiler alert, they just let him go. So he goes on off into the southern hemisphere and... He's just let go. I don't look, and I'm all for redemption arcs and stuff like that, but let's not act like he didn't murder a guy.
Dun, 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 dun,
murder for hire still makes you guilty. You know what I'm saying?
Dun, 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 dun.
That was just weird. But it is what it is. That is not like.
You know what? It wrapped it up us all pretty in a bow. We're not gonna be probably watching Bad Boys Ride or Die again.
Yeah.
Anytime soon. Good popcorn munching fun movie. What would you give the movie's rating in closing?
Okay, well, it's like this. I'm going to give this 2 separate ratings, okay? As a motion picture, just compared with all motion pictures that exist and how it is as a film, I'm going to give this 2 out of 5. Because as a motion picture, I don't care. As a summer fair action movie, 3.5. it's not bad. It's just not substantive, you won't care. So I'll give it 3 out of 3 3.5 albino alligators
random
out of 5
albino alligators.
Yes, that are randomly still alive and eating whatever the hell.
Staying in the park. You can leave.
No, it's just in the park.
No,
it's in the Everglades.
Swear I'm back.
There's so much life out there.
Ride or die.
so many things to eat that aren't in that park.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give this movie just honestly a 3 out of 5, just because that's what you get. If that's the effort that you put into doing the thing, then that's what you get. I've got no beef against any of the directors, the actors, nothing like that.
No.
It's just a fun popcorn munching, like I was sitting in the background. That movie that you're sitting there with your boys and you talking about real life stuff and it's going on in the background. And you stop with the fight scenes and you be like, that was cold, and you go back talking to each other again.
Because you don't really, honestly, you can turn your brain off and watch this movie and you won't miss anything. It is what it is.
Huh?
But you're going to get everything out of it the first time you watch it.
Yeah.
And that's real.
So,
In closing,
I'm Otis Roper.
And I'm Brandon Roper.
And we are still
the Super Roper Brothers. Wait, I do that back. Shut! Lock it down! Lock it down! Lock it down! This is gonna be on the cuts. This is gonna be on the damn credits. It's gonna be on the credits already. Hold on, I have to clap first. Shut up! Oh my god. Okay. Hi everybody, I'm Brandon Roper. No! Oh my god. Just keep recording. We're doing this.
okay.
Don't clap it.
You don't act like you just sit there for 25 seconds getting that.
But
why do you think that they're the dark skin?
That's racist.
That's history.
So anyway,
Hannibal.
Yeah. He becomes
death.
The bodies he buried that day built the foundation of the most enjoyable part of this movie. If we can just be honest.
Yeah, really.
Scipio, which is definitely Italian, but you know, whatever.
We may never know. What it actually is.
You can't.
We may never know what it is.
We can't do that. We don't have any Southern European ancestry.